Hello, Mr. 0063 back for part 17 of I Wanna Get Rekt. Last time, part 16, we beat the last two of the 5 Guardians to open up the door. And yeah, it was the 4-faced boss from Wanna Get the Crimson and Ultimate Luigi from Wanna Get the Diverse. And yeah, you know what, I have no complaint about either, other than the general tedium per se of actually doing the 4-faced boss from Crimson. I call it the 4-faced boss because I don't actually know what its official name is, but oh well, 4-faced boss I think serves its purpose, and you all know what I mean. But yeah, it felt substantially nerfed from the Camellia 2 version I played, which I believe is still nerfed from the original fight in Crimson, so that's very much appreciated. Health bars didn't seem to have anywhere near as much health, so yay for that. And yeah, Ultimate Luigi, final boss, Wanna Be the Diverse. I really like I Wanna Be the Diverse. One of my games I really enjoyed playing. One of the first ones I actually did. And yeah, found it to be, I guess, a bit of a challenge, given it was one of my first few ones. I think nowadays I'd probably find it reasonably straightforward. And yeah, really liked the game, including the final boss. And obviously, having done it before, didn't prove too difficult. I know I'd already fought the 4-face boss, but still, that one could be a hell of a thing. So relieved to see that one was nerfed. Oi. Anyway, we yeah, so got through the big door, having beaten the 5 Guardians, and we now find ourselves in something that looks akin to a finale. We've got TJ, by the look of it, based on that one go I had at the end of last time, who seems to be in the form of, is it Sigma? So we can just skip this introduction. Yes, looks like one of the capsules from Sigma from Mega Man X game. I don't recall immediately which one. But I think that's who you are. And I could really do without the colossal, I don't want to say lag or anything like that, but just the freezing there was just insane. Okay, so we did see you one go last time, so we do know you seem to shake the floor, and that is on screen for a long time there. So okay, you're going to do this attack again. So we didn't actually see this last time. Obviously, you're going to have a whole, well, it looks like a whole bunch of attacks, but. Yeah, this diagonal one from both sides, I can handle that. That one seems absolutely fine. Yeah, you seem to be slowing the ground. You also seem to be putting up a spike on the floor when you do that, so I have to be careful for that. And it looks like each time you hit the ground, that the shock wave there, yeah, lasts for a bit longer. So I have to be a little bit careful with my jumps there. Oh god! Wow, that was insanely lucky because I had no idea you were doing that. I just pure on reflex, just jumped, and it seemed to do the trick rather nicely. So what's happening here now? Are you just doing that? I was going to say, you doing that forever, or what? Is it a certain number of hits till you snapped out of that? I have no idea. Anyway, this was the attack I think you did at the beginning of last, or sorry, the end of last video, the one where you slam the. Oh god, you're going to drop down, aren't you, really quickly or something? Yep. Okay, so I think you play silly buggers for a little while, and then just kind of like fake you out, and then attack when you slam the ground, and hopefully try not to get too many spikes here on the floor, otherwise I'm going to find myself with very little room to actually stand on the ground on safe spots. That felt bad. Okay, so it feels like this should be this looks actually okay, depending on whether you've got a different face or something like that. But on the face of it, I don't think any of these moves look too terrible. Obviously need to take opportunities to hit you when I can do when you're slamming the ground. But I feel like a key here is going to be that I'm going to need to. So let's concentrate on this and still mess it up. Okay, so I need to double jump earlier than that. I was trying to like get a full jump as far over as I possibly could, and then make a double jump. But apparently I didn't double jump in time over the giant wave. Okay, that 4th wave there. So yeah, that's the first one. The waves is quite low down. It's getting progressively higher each time you come down and whack the ground. But yeah, this 4th one is really high up. So need to be very careful with that one. These actually seem to have like 2 different slams into the wall attack. So one of them you end up with a circling pattern, and then one that looked like there was a star pattern. But this one just seems to be, oh goodness me, seems to be like coming out in a spread shot pattern. I'm not doing a very good job here at the moment of dodging you, and I'm also putting spikes in completely ridiculous positions. Please do that be the end of that phase and these spikes go away, or I'm in trouble. Thank you very much for that. I just couldn't quite get away from that. I was in mid-air there. I made my jump and double jump. I just couldn't quite get away with a bloody shot there. Oi. Okay, so yeah, like I was probably about to say in an earlier one. See here we've got another slam one where actually it's not just circles and stars. That one's more of a triangle, and the second one again is the last one again is a circle. I haven't quite twigged yet whether you alternate between slamming down to the ground with a shockwave and then slamming down to the ground by following me. I'll maybe get an idea of that next time if you do the one where you follow me, if I survive this. This doesn't look too bad, provided I can get set, although that was bad. Oh no, you do this one, I completely forgot about this, and I lucked out and dodged it again, so I didn't even properly twig that is what you were doing. But I just so happened again to be jumping, and got you, and got out of the way, yeah. I mean, that one, honestly, if I can see it coming, it was by far the easiest one of the ones you do, where I have a chance to attack you. Easily the easiest one of the ones we've seen so far. So, I'd love it if you did that. Like, this one is not, I don't like it at all, not least because you seem to, also shoot out a bunch of projectiles as well when you slam the ground, that I need to avoid as well. I'm really hoping that these spikes on the floor, well, they can't stay there forever, surely. It's got to reset at some point, otherwise this is ridiculous. Presumably now, when you do this move, yes. And you go in a different direction. Okay, so do you just automatically, that's another thing I need to be aware of then. Do you automatically, for example? Oh, God. That was nearly awful. Do you automatically go in my direction? Or do you... is it just random? Which direction you decide to go there? Do you go? Yeah. Do you go around clockwise or anti-clockwise, counter-clockwise, whatever? At random, or do you try and follow me? Not sure. But it feels like part of the key is, particularly for that slam down one as well. Like for example here again, obviously the spikes are on the corners of the screen. I've got no real problem with that. I feel like I'm going to have a problem if I'm directly underneath you at the end of your attack here, and you always seem to do, well, not always, because again, or is it always 4 things? So for example, you seem to be slamming the walls here 4 times and then doing something. So I need to not be underneath you in case you drop down. Oh God, yeah, in case you drop down and do the one that I need to be well out of the way of. So I need to be very careful here. So I want to sort of get you over there. Obviously, if I get you over the spikes again, that's really, really nice. But okay, I need to maybe count here. So that's 1, 2, or one from the left, one from the right, and then another one from the left and one from the right. Okay, so it actually does look like it's a sort of a 4. Oh God, that was nearly awful. And I've done so little damage as well. Did I like miss every opportunity to hit you? Good grief. Well, that's slightly worrying at the moment. That I feel like at the moment actually, it's not even necessarily the attacks that might necessarily could be a problem. It's how long this could go on for if I'm doing that little damage. Good grief. I'm not expecting anything like checkpoints or anything. Okay, so I feel like that potentially could be homing in on me. I mean, this attack actually is really, really good. I seem to be able to be getting a lot, be able to get a lot of hits in there. Obviously, because you stay around on the ground for a lot longer. It's very easy to dodge it once you get set. Obviously, before you start off. It obviously as well doesn't leave any spikes on the ground for dealing with anything like this as well. So yeah, that's definitely the one I would want to see. And as I said, or maybe I've been trying to say, but I haven't actually said yet, I feel like a trick to the one where you slam down and put spikes on the ground, not this one, the other one where you more home in on me, is trying to fake them out so that... This is bad. Oh my God, I don't like that. Like if I'm on the left-hand side, it's the end of it that feels awful for some reason. I don't know why. I need to get better at that. That doesn't feel like it's too bad if I can get set, but yeah, I haven't quite got set at the moment. Oh my goodness. So yeah, part of the trick would be, if I can finally get this out, the game froze there and just completely stunted my jump and double jump, so I had nowhere, I couldn't move. That's brilliant, that was fantastic. Okay, so in the middle and then doing something like that would be good for that attack. Can I finally get this thought out? I need to be careful with the one where you slam down on the floor and put spikes down, the one where you slam down and home in on me, or home into where I am, that I don't create a ridiculously impossible gap to traverse. I want to make sure that obviously the spikes are not all right next to each other, and that I could have a decent area to dodge. I guess I'd probably want some of them to be reasonably sort of close to each other, but so for example here I am going to create such a little space here to actually dodge anything that's going on here. And I don't know whether you always do a wall one, for example, after that, because it felt this one, but to be honest, if you end up doing the spiraling one in the middle of the screen here, after the spikes are on the floor, that would feel like ridiculously unfair. Although again, maybe I have to be careful about that and think about where I need these spikes to be aimed at. Do I need to get them in the corners, away from the middle of the screen? Because that could be absolutely awful. Yeah, my concern here is looking at the health bar is how little damage I feel like I'm doing. And that this is, for example, if we've now seen everything. Okay, you do go down that. You do go down that way. I'm sort of hoping for this attack quite a lot. And yeah, just, I don't know, maybe something different or more opportunity to hit you or something, because I think if we've seen, oh no, if we have seen sort of at least now all the actual attacks, I don't think anything here is too bad or on its own. It's just, yeah, how long it might go on for, and it attacks in sort of conjunction with other ones. Yeah, that was kind of good. So I sort of almost kind of want to, yeah, just kind of like maybe get one like over on one side of the screen like that, where all the spikes are. That's fine. I'd say if you do the wall one after each time after that attack, that would be helpful. But I don't know whether that's. It just seems to maybe I just lucked out in that regard so far. I was going to say you also don't seem to do the same move where I can actually attack you 2 times in a row. But again, that might just be dumb luck at the moment. I mean, it could happen. I just haven't experienced it. Don't like that. I really don't. Okay, I was not set there at all. Okay. Oh my goodness me! I almost didn't jump high enough and just landed on the spikes. That would have been awful. Okay, that's not true because here you are again. There's maybe the spiral one. I don't know, but you've obviously now done this diagonal one with the spikes in place. You know, in the middle of the screen on the floor. So that is a possibility by the look of it. But yeah, on the face of it now, this doesn't look too bad at all. It's just putting it all together. This attack, man, I don't like the gaps. To have to find the gaps there, and I don't trust this first one at all about the timing for when you're going to come down. The other ones, I feel like I can sort of do a bit better, but that first one, absolutely not. Hey, come on. This doesn't feel too bad at all, to be honest. Assuming there's nothing else. No desperation. Final one! Okay, that's good. I did want to see that one, assuming I could get set on it. So this is the one that easily gives me the most chance to attack. Or do the most damage. So that was good. Are you joking me with that? Okay, well let's just press on and not waste time bemoaning that, because I'll frankly want to kill myself for real. That was absolutely god-awful. I was doing so well there. He was down to maybe having to dodge only to dodge 1 or 2 attacks left. And that was just absolutely, that was awful. That was absolutely awful. I know what I was trying to do, whether it was just, obviously it was a stupid thing to attempt, but that was so bad, and that was bad as well. I honestly genuinely feel like, all things equal, no spikes in the middle of the screen to potentially, give me, not free movement along the ground. That spiral is the worst one. Oh wow! I nearly the spiral is the worst. Is the worst attack. I feel like the ones where you slam the wall and shoot out the projectiles are okay. The one from the ceiling, which I died to horribly last time, was absolutely awful. With the ones that come down diagonally. I still feel like you've got another attack that I've just forgotten about or can't remember at the moment. So blur. But yeah, oh my god, I can't believe I died on that other go. This one as well, that one as well. I genuinely just feel like I haven't got enough time to attack. I'm concentrating so much on making sure, obviously, he doesn't slam down on me. That oh bother. But yeah, I can't get the hits in. Like all the other ones, I feel like there's a very decent opportunity to attack. Obviously, the one where you whiz around the screen, but all the other ones, I feel like there's a very decent opportunity to actually get an attack in. Not the one where you slam down, having hovered over me. That one just does not seem to give me for my liking at least anyway. So of course you're going to... Like there again, I think I missed, and I think I just let him then slam down on me because I'm an idiot. And then I wasn't even paying attention really in the slightest there. I was just sort of throwing my head up in frustration with my eyes closed, and I just started off the boss fight without even really seeing what the hell was going on, so I died in about a second, so that was fantastic. Oh good God. Yeah. I just can't believe that one I got so far and then messed up. That was horrible. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I tried to go for that gap there. That was so bad. Yeah, there's stuff here that's trickier than others, but nothing in isolation here is too awkward at all. I feel like unfortunately okay, I got a hit in there. That's good. Now I've almost really screwed myself. I couldn't even actually try and attack you there because I would have just. I had to make a full jump over the set of spikes. I had no chance whatsoever to actually turn around and attack you there. Otherwise, I just wouldn't have made the jump. Wouldn't have made the jump over the spike pit. I did a terrible job there of giving myself an opportunity to get away. I mean, I suppose I did Constantine at all the unsafe spots over on one side of the screen, so I did have a big area over on the left-hand side of the screen that was safe for me, but still wasn't the best. Yeah, I would like those spikes obviously over on one side of the screen, but not quite that many and not quite that big a gap. I knew you were going to do that. I'm sort of prepared for it, and I think if I sort of almost even just expect that or prepare that you're going to do that. If you don't, no skin off my nose. I can still react to whatever else you're going to do. But if you do that, then I'm already in position. I don't like that, and I don't like how long I have to. It feels like I'm waiting for the first slam down. So this is kind of what I want to do. That's exactly the type of thing I want to do, and I also feel like I'm getting in a few more hits there as well. Not as many as with other attacks, but some more. What? There's okay. I complain about diagonal stuff, but I'm not. That is not why I died there. That was just clumsy beyond belief. I have no. That was just even worse. It felt like, but. I honestly, the diagonal one in the sun spike avoidance, where they're coming in from both directions as well, and start from pretty low down, that actually felt horrible in certain places and felt very tricky to avoid all the time. This one here, they are slow moving. I guess they're diagonal, but they're not even like on both sides of the screen at the same time, really, for the most part. If you're in the middle of the screen, I know he's shooting down like one that's sort of homing in on me, but I mean, for goodness sake, there is no excuse for that diagonal one. I would honestly feel like that would be one of the easiest ones of the lot. That's the attack I would like to see the most. I don't want to see the spiral one. Maybe one of these wall slam ones where there are no spikes on the floor. And probably this kind of one over the one where it seems to be a bit more random and concentrated. But look, seriously, I can't get the timing for this first slam down. It's just, I'm just gonna put a precedent on probably just walking to one side and trying to get out of the way, just regardless of where the thing ends up landing. So okay, so this is now pretty bad based on where I was there. Oh my! No, I was concentrated so much on dodging the spiral. Because I wasn't set properly that I did not see which attack you were doing when you got out of it. And of course you would have to do the bloody one, the only one that gives me pretty much zero time to react, the one where you go down to the middle of the screen and start whizzing around the screen like a maniac. The only one that I'm not in, that I have to be pretty much set straight away for. Fantastic. Any of your other ones there, I would have been, I feel like, fine. But that one, right away, was awful. Thank you so much. I mean, yeah, definitely that one. All things equal, let's have that one. Gives me the most time to attack. But yeah, it's sort of frustrating at times where I feel like I feel like I've all this down now. It's just a matter of getting it together, putting all the pieces together. No, there is nothing, no attack here. Again, assuming you have no final screw you moves or anything like that. It's just I guess obviously you could feel like you could end up with a horrific pattern at some point in time, or you feel like you get screwed over to have to go to the middle, and then he does this attack which catches you off guard or something, you know. So, but on the face of it, no attacks here are. Oh my goodness me! Don't know what I'm even doing there. No attacks are that bad at all. It's just being careful, really. I was about to say being cautious, but of course I don't want to be too cautious because otherwise it'll take an absolute eternity. But, or should I say, it'll take infinity. But oh no! No! I was expecting it as well. For some reason, I did a small jump. I don't know why. I was clear of the spiralling attack. I twitched, I did a small jump, and then I couldn't get out of it in time. I can't believe it. This is the attack I want you to do. Do not stop doing this attack. Because this is the one easily that's going to reduce the time of the fight. But that's about the only one now, funnily enough, that keeps catching me out. Because I'm not prepared for it. I keep finding that I'm getting sort of... It's not even like I'm even getting caught in the middle sometimes. It's... Oh, that's so bad. How bloody close were you to me there? Christ. Yeah, no, I want you to do that one, absolutely, but I'm having a shocker dodging it at the moment. I knew you'd probably do this one. Okay, why couldn't you do the spiral one there? Sorry, not the spiral one, the one where you whizzed around the screen there. I was sort of I was prepared for it that time, out of the spiral. I'd say that, funny enough, ordinarily say that one out of the spiral could be one of the worst ones, but I was preparing for it there, and I got myself set, but no. You went and did another one. Okay, don't be in the middle. Wow. That just catches me out so often. The problem with that one, that go there, was the diagonal ones. It wasn't the move itself per se, but are you kidding me? Wow. I feel like I'm getting annoyed now. But I was over here in a corner. The stuff was coming down from the right. You were in the middle, and you looked like you were obviously about to do the whiz round one. But there were projectiles over here. Okay, so I actually probably need... No, I don't want to do that. I want to be further away from it. But I was concerned about the diagonal ones that were going to get me over on the right-hand side, in conjunction with that whiz round the screen one. This is now such a weird feeling. I want you to do this one, but I need to be set for it, because this is the only one now of the ones where you're attackable, genuinely, that I feel like it's going to cause problems. The other ones are no. Let's not say necessarily fine, but they can still screw me over. And that one I don't like how long it feels like. That first you have to wait around for that first drop down there, but I feel like you can probably just get away. I'm going to be on the right hand side here because I want to be a bit further away from all those spikes, obviously. Give myself a bit of extra room. I don't like that particularly. Okay, so we're through it. Now are you going to... Yes, you are. And I need to be careful here that I don't land on another one of those diagonal ones that's sort of lingering around. Yeah, this is such a weird feeling. Well, I want that attack, but I don't. Every time that feels like it goes on for longer than I expect. Okay, I'm in terrible position here. I'm in an absolutely awful position here. I'm going to jump back over here, and I'm going to immediately jump back over here, and at least hopefully not get a huge row of spikes. I sacrificed damage there to just make sure that I didn't have a huge set of spikes on the floor there that was going to prove really difficult to dodge. So yeah, put a precedent there on, as I probably should all the time, frankly. But if there's ever a time where I put a precedent there on actual just survival and ensuring I didn't have a massive spike pit over damage, it was that one. Just felt like I was just I did an awful setup there, and just didn't like where that was going to go at all. That looks like so bloody close. Okay, so we are going to try and muck around on the right-hand side of the screen this time. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this has the potential, I feel, to screw me over, but not really. That was... No! What? No! What happened there? Was that I miscalculated that. I think that was the one where you were about to... Where you just go to one corner, slam the ground, and have the shockwave. I just didn't appreciate that was what you were going to do. I for some reason thought, which I don't think I should have done, because I don't think he actually could have done it. Again, you never seem to do the same attack here, where I can attack you twice in a row. And I think you just finished doing the one where you slammed down before. I think so. You shouldn't have been able to do that next go, if that is indeed true. It sure seems like it. Again, as I've had a slightly bizarre run here. But yeah, no, I saw you. I think it was probably just I was over in the corner. I must have just assumed that you were going to do this one, and just you slammed down. I was expecting you to hover over and muck around, but you slammed down so bloody quick. Just caught out completely. This actually is starting to feel a smidge frustrating, in the sense that you're going to do it again here, aren't you? Yeah. At least I had the wherewithal there to appreciate that's what you were going to do. And thankfully not jump too early and land on the shockwave on the ground. But yeah, no, seriously, nothing here feels that bad at all. It's just not panicking and putting it all together. There's not a single attack here that I would say I'm disappointed to see, or anything like that. Like a lot of fights, you end up getting that one or so that's like, no, please don't do that. Admittedly, I still think there are ones that are slightly easier for me to dodge and deal with than others, but... This is not good. I'm going to have to do it again, I think, unless I muck around a little bit long. Yeah, I don't like this at all. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I mean, that was a bad final go there, but yeah, I've got a huge set of spikes right in the middle of the screen here that I can jump over. They're not so far that I can't jump. Oh god! But yeah, they're not so wide a chasm there that I couldn't jump over them if I needed to. But it's the last thing I want to be doing, having to make a huge jump over spikes. Yeah, and potentially get screwed over by a projectile that I can see sort of coming. But ultimately, if I'm stuck in the middle of a jump and a double jump that I can't do anything about, that felt really lucky there. That felt like a pretty nasty nasty pattern there. Maybe I just went in a wrong area toward the sort of left-hand side of the screen when I knew that they were going to come down diagonally from the left there, but that did not feel good at all. You're going to get me, aren't you? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I feel like I'm doing so well, and then honestly, the whizzing round after the spiral attack. I don't seem to be in either a good starting position or whatever to avoid it. That's catching me out way too many times for my liking. Are you kidding me? I'm having a shocker now. And yeah, frustration is really starting to set in now. There's nothing here that feels difficult. It's just putting it all together and not having a shocker. I do feel like he's got... If this isn't like a final boss, which I'm assuming it's not, because this is only I was about to say only TJ there, but only TJ in the sense of I'm assuming we'll have Glazen at some point in time. So, you know, for it to not be a fight, I feel like he's got just a smidge too much health here. Like this goes on, this will end up going on for too long a fight, because his health bar is just a little too big, or you don't have as much enough opportunities to attack him. I guess that's my complaint, if you will, on it. The spiral, man, the spiral, and I was again. He couldn't have even done it that go. Again, assuming it's correct, he couldn't have done the one where he was going to whiz around the floor. because he'd just done that the previous go, so he wasn't going to do it that go. So I shouldn't have been like preparing for that attack. Oh, that's awful. Well, particularly if I'm going to do timing like that. And you still end up knocking down a bit of the floor as well. Oi. And again, they are all concertinaed over on one side of the screen, so it's not that bad. But ugh. It's so like it's so disheartening to see his health bar go down so far and then to mess up on again, nothing that feels too tricky or anything like that, but that's so many times that I've had him down to almost the exact same point it feels, and just messed up for whatever reason. You just hang around there way too long, or I can't detect how long you hang around for there at the top of the ceiling for that first attack. This is not good really at all. That's definitely not good at all. And you could do the whiz round one here as well. Well, we're not going to find out because I can't deal with the spiral one at all. Can't deal with the spiral. No. Why? It's not that bad. It really isn't. It's definitely the worst one, as opposed to either the ones where you slam the walls, or the one where you go to the ceiling and do the diagonal ones. I think I've made that point fairly obvious by this point in time, that I definitely feel like it's the worst. It is the worst one for me to avoid. But it's still not that bad. Like, I need to just trust I can find the gaps there on the floor a lot better than I'm doing at the moment. Trust my ability there, and I can find those gaps. I'm trying to like go off to one side and make a cube jump or something, and it's not working so often. I just need to stop doing that. The only problem is, I feel like the position I want to be in, if you're going to do that, if I want to be on the ground, is in the middle. And if you do the one where, again, you start whizzing around the screen, then I'm in trouble. So, Like, that probably wasn't very nice, but I was sort of prepared for you to do it. Again, if you didn't do it, fine. But I do need to keep an eye on that, because again, now next time you can't do that. So, I don't think you can do that. So, the middle of the screen, for example, now should be absolutely fine as a starting point. And that way as well, I won't potentially get screwed over by you moving to the side and dropping down really quickly to catch me out. I mean, you haven't done that one anyway, you've done this one, but yeah, if you can get the timing kind of nice on this, you can get a fair few hits in, and obviously not have the floor covered with spikes at all. That was so bloody risky. I have no idea why I even tried to do that. No, you're going to go down. You're going to go down the corner and do the shockwave one. This is slightly annoying. It feels like I can possibly get 2 hits there, but not more, which is kind of irritating. Yep, that's the problem, although, funnily enough, that seemed to work out very nicely. For whatever reason there, it felt like I had quite a lot of time to get out of the way of that. Okay, so we're about at the same point again. Can we not have something really stupid? In fact, can we not have any death at all, please? I feel like this has been going on long enough now. I would like to have this done. Okay, you're not going to do the whiz round one. Okay, I'm not taking any chances. I'm just going to walk away and not try and do anything fancy with the timing there. This is bad. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Given that I dodged it, I'm very happy that you did this one. Because again, obviously getting in a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, as well, with no spikes on the floor, although that is a horrible pattern. Thanks for that. Oh god, it's this one. Just walk away. Okay, now we can try being a little bit cuter. Because I would really, really, really like to get a final hit in here. Okay. Phew. I'm hoping that's a checkpoint. I'm assuming so, given we've got text. We have tried our hardest to stop you. Why would we do this? This problem stems from you, kid. We were helping you. Still don't understand? That's alright. I don't expect you to. One thing's for certain, you're about to get wrecked. Okay. We're going to hit the save. Okay, so we've definitely got a save. Okay, and we have got... Can I actually attack you here, or what? It looks like I can.
Game's over.
But, well, only after you started moving. But okay, we've got a... in fact, I don't want to see that. We have got a continuation, obviously, of the fight. I guess I'll leave that there. That feels like not much progress in 35 minutes, but at least we got that done. I didn't have to resort to cutting there. But, yeah, I feel like that should have been done, like, at least a good 15 minutes earlier or so. I feel like all the attacks there are... Oh, yeah, I've said this so many blooming times. I'm blowing the place out. But none of the attacks there felt that bad at all. I just ended up panicking. Or making some really decent progress, and then for whatever reason just making a stupid jump on like ones, well, the diagonal ones I felt like I was dying on way too much, or the spiral one in conjunction with him then dropping down and spinning around like a maniac. That was yeah, I feel like I got screwed over by that way too, well, not screwed over, I just feel like I made a mess of that way too often. Again, obviously you could have been kind of not done those moves in combination with each other, but yeah, nothing there felt too difficult at all on its own. Certainly it was just a matter of putting it all together. So yeah, I feel like that was probably about 15 minutes longer on that than it should have been, and maybe we could have at least seen the continuation of, or what looks like the part 2 of the TJ slash Sigma fight. So, but yeah, been going on for over 35 minutes or so now. So I will leave that there, regrettably, and yeah, we'll pick up the remainder, however much there is, of this fight next time. Hope to see you for that, but until then, cheerio.